into the video.
We need to understand the real reason why USAID is in Africa. And not just USAID, but other NGOs. You look at DFID, which is the British equivalent, and many other smaller ones. Their sole purpose was to act as if they're coming to rescue Africa. They are coming in claiming that they're introducing grassroots initiatives that are going to help the people. And so they use that as a way to go into the most remote parts of Africa. When you look at it on paper, it all looks really good. But they're actually wolf in sheep's clothing.
Oh my God.
So this is the former African Union ambassador of the United States, and she's speaking on USAID. So the next time that you have a conversation about USAID, maybe save this video and give me your thoughts, because or save this video to give your thoughts before you engage in the conversation, because it may give you a different perspective than you're typically used to hearing. So let's take a look at this. And hold on, who we got just jumped on, and Maya's in the building. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Y'all heard it. Maya said, good morning. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. That's going to help the algorithm, as y'all already know. Let's get into the video.
We need to understand the real reason why USAID is in Africa. And not just USAID, but other NGOs. You look at DFID, which is the British equivalent, and many other smaller ones. Their sole purpose was to act as if they're coming to rescue Africa. They are coming in claiming that they're introducing grassroots initiatives that are going to help the people. And so they use that as a way to go into the most remote parts of Africa. When you look at it on paper, it all looks really good. But they're actually wolf in sheep's clothing.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. And what's funny about this is, there's a lot of people who vote Democrat that probably just heard what was just said. And if they thought about it, it makes a lot of sense to them. And they probably had these same thoughts about USAID and America getting involved in other countries. They probably thought about that in a totally different way, maybe 5-10 years ago, maybe less, I don't know, than they do now. And it's another example, in my opinion, of how we've allowed our hatred, whether it's for Trump, of course, or for Elon, to completely disregard logic when it comes to our involvement in USAID. Now, y'all know what it is. It's Dak from the OG Network. And I just want to thank y'all. That's right, to thank y'all for all of your tremendous support over the years, whether you've been rocking with us from the beginning, or maybe this is the first show that you're checking out on the network. We want to thank you nonetheless. And we have an ask. All right, we have a goal of reaching 20,000 subscribers by the end of March. That's right, 20K by the end of March. It's not a real goal unless you put a date on it. And with that, we need your help. So we ask that if you are enjoying the content that you like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're feeling real generous, maybe share with some friends and family. All right, I'll let y'all go. And once again, thank you for your continued support. And we look forward to growing with y'all. See y'all soon. Ew. What exactly am I talking about? When Trump goes up there and he talks about USAID and getting rid of it, or puts Doge, and Doge is going to look at, where we're spending our money. Why are we giving this money to this African nation, to this country, whatever it may be? And we get upset as if that money is going towards a good purpose. Even it'll be the craziest thing. And I know some of these things haven't been, like, they've been debunked or whatever, I think, but yeah, I don't even want to get into some of the crazy things that we've heard as far as what the money is going towards. But my point is that we've allowed our hatred for Elon and Trump to completely change our position, or to block off something that we already knew when it came to USAID. These same people that voted Democrat before Trump would be sitting here criticizing the government, would be saying how the government, we're just trying to get involved in African nations, leave Africa alone, us trying to put our money here. It would be a totally different conversation. But because Trump is the one getting rid of it, because Elon is the one that's running point on Doge, every little thing that they touch, we look at it as, nah, that's got to be wrong. That's the op. Whatever they're doing, we're opposed to it. And here you have the former African Union ambassador to the United States speaking on it, saying like, nah, That money is destructive that goes to Africa. All that money that's given out, it comes with the expectations of something in return. The same way that every time we take money out of our pocket, look, the majority of us are not donating money to good causes. So let's not talk about, well, I give to charity and okay, cool. Put that to the side. Whenever we take money out of our pocket and give it to somewhere, give it to somebody or somewhere, whatever, we're expecting something in return. So unless y'all just think that the US is just an amazing nation where we're just so nice to everybody and we just want to help humanity. And the reason why I'm saying it that way is because the very same people who would never assume those things that I just mentioned when it comes to the US government before Trump now are standing up for this US aid being put in different countries, different nations, while the African nations themselves don't even want it. They don't want the involvement. What did the we played one of the presidents, was it the president of Kenya or Ghana? It was the former president of Kenya or Ghana. And he was talking to his people and saying like, okay, so Donald Trump said he's going to get rid of the USAID that we get. So what? Good. That's what he should do. They shouldn't be funding us. We should be funding us. Like, this is the mindset that, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
They are using that open access sounding humanitarian to constantly destabilize governments. I can tell you right now, the majority of African leaders, and not just African leaders, but leaders in the developing world, are celebrating the exit of USAID.
They're celebrating the exit of USAID. The African leaders. Perhaps that's what a lot of the American governors and states are doing. When we're celebrating, or when they're celebrating, or whoever's celebrating the exit of federal umbrellas like the Department of Education, so they can just do their job themselves, because all these cooks in the kitchen, we already know everybody has their agenda. And we know that a lot of these power players, whether it's China, when you go to Jamaica and you're like, damn, all these China taking over a lot of Africa, we all know that the mega superpower countries, including America, have never gotten rid of that mindset of colonizing. It just is what it is. So when we're giving money to these other countries, these countries don't want that. Now, some people in their country may want that, to where they do what a lot of our politicians do, where they take the money because it lines their individual pockets at the expense of harming their country and destabilizing their country, like this lady just said. But we can't look at it like that because we're so emotional in our hatred for Elon and Trump.
If you think about it, their sole purpose, for example, filling in the gaps in healthcare and education. Where is the change? Show me one country that USAID was in and education improved. Show me what country where USAID was in and healthcare improved. The social services they're bringing, it's peanuts. The American taxpayer needs to know the billions of dollars that are being given to USAID, a fraction is making it to the people.
I mean, she said it. This isn't me saying it. This is not me saying it. In the words of what is the movie Malcolm X? When those people assassinated the big homie, get your hand out of my pocket. Get your hands out of my pocket. Or stop putting your hands in my pocket. Don't put anything in my pocket. I don't want your money. I don't want you. We know how this goes. The same way that everybody listening on here, including me, the same way that a lot of us, of course, now people are going to say, well, I love my job. Okay, all right, we get all that. The same reason why 99% of people in America woke up today and dragged themselves out of bed, dragged themselves on a commute that they are miserable having, to go to a job that they can't stand, to be around people that they hate, talk ish about all day. The same reason why people do that is why? Because of money. Because money makes you do things that you don't necessarily want to do. So it's the same thing with the influence of the money when we're sending it to these African nations and other nations throughout the world. It has intent. And usually it's to destabilize the places where we're sending the money. So we can, when you destabilize it, it allows us to come in create a location.
It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.